In this video, we will be discussing the cardiac cycle. The heart beats around 3 billion times in a person's lifetime, pumping over 1.5 million barrels of blood. But have you ever wondered what happens inside the heart to make it beat? Let's dive into the fascinating world of the cardiac cycle. The cardiac cycle, also known as the cardiovascular cycle, is the sequence of events that occur in the heart from the start of one heartbeat to the start of the next. It's a complex process that involves the coordinated effort of the heart's electrical conduction system, muscles, and valves. In this journey, we'll explore the different phases of the cardiac cycle, diastole and systole. We'll discover how the heart relaxes and fills with blood during diastole, and how it contracts and pumps blood out to the body during systole. Buckle up and get ready to explore the amazing cardiac cycle. The cardiac cycle is the heartbeat of life, and it's divided into two main phases, diastole and systole. These phases are like the inhale and exhale of the heart, working together in perfect harmony to keep blood flowing through our veins. Diastole is the relaxation phase in which the heart gets relaxed. Systole is the contraction phase of the atria which contract and pump blood into the ventricles. And the ventricular systole is the one in which ventricles contract and pump blood out to the body. We will be discussing each event thoroughly now. The word diastole comes from Greek roots. Dia means apart or through, while stole means expansion or stretching. It refers to the relaxation phase of the heart when the chambers expand and fill with blood. So, the diastole is the phase in which the heart relaxes and it takes a brief pause to recharge. It's like the heart is taking a deep breath and filling up with blood and getting ready for the next beat. During diastole, the heart relaxes and recharges. The ventricles stop contracting and fill with blood from the atria, causing ventricular volume to increase and pressure to decrease. The semilunar valves, pulmonary and aortic valves, close, preventing backflow, while the atrioventricular valves, tricuspid and bicuspid valves, open, allowing blood to flow into the ventricles. This phase also allows for coronary blood flow, supplying the heart muscle with oxygen and nutrients. As the heart rests, it recovers from the previous contraction, replenishing its energy stores in preparation for the next beat. Diastole is a critical phase of the cardiac cycle, as it allows the heart to rest, replenish its energy stores, and prepare for the next beat. The duration of diastole is approximately 0.4 seconds in a normal heartbeat. The word, systole, comes from the Greek word, systole, which means, contraction. In the context of the cardiac cycle, systole refers to the contraction phase of the heart, where the heart muscle pumps blood out of the chambers and into the circulatory system. So during atrial systole, the atria, the heart's upper chambers, contract and pump blood into the ventricles, the lower chambers. The atrioventricular, mitral and tricuspid valves open, allowing blood to flow from the atria into the ventricles. This phase is like a primer pump, getting the blood ready to be pumped out to the body. The atria contract, increase pressure, and push blood into the ventricles, preparing for the next beat. In the case of ventricular systole, the ventricles contract and pump blood out to the body. The semilunar valves open, allowing blood to flow out of the ventricles and into the arteries. At the same time, the atrioventricular valves close, preventing blood from flowing back into the atria. The ventricles contract, increase pressure, and push blood out to the body, supplying oxygen and nutrients to tissues and organs. This phase is the main pump action of the heart. So, one complete heartbeat consists of one systole and one diastole and lasts for about 0.8 seconds. In one's life, the heart contracts about 2.5 billion times without stopping. I'm gonna simplify the cardiac cycle through a flowchart diagram. Here is the simple flow sheet diagram of the events of cardiac cycle. First comes the diastole, in which the heart muscle relaxes, and the ventricles fill with blood. The atrioventricular valves open, allowing blood to flow from the atria into the ventricles. Then comes the atrial contraction, late diastole, in which the atria contract, pumping more blood into the ventricles. In ventricular contraction, systole, the ventricles contract, pumping blood out of the heart and the atrioventricular valves close, preventing blood from flowing back into the atria. In isovolumic contraction, the ventricles contract but the volume of blood in the ventricles remains constant. Then there comes a rapid ejection phase, in which the ventricles contract rapidly, pumping blood out of the heart. It is then followed by the reduced ejection phase, in which the ventricles continue to contract, but at a slower rate. In isovolumic relaxation, the ventricles relax, but the volume of blood in the ventricles remains constant. The diastasis is the late systole, in which the ventricles relax, and the heart prepares for the next heartbeat. The cardiac cycle seamlessly integrates electrical and mechanical events to maintain blood circulation. This intricate process repeats approximately 100,000 times daily, pumping 2,000 gallons of blood. Understanding the cardiac cycle is crucial for diagnosing and treating cardiovascular diseases, emphasizing the importance of heart health.